What I want to go over today is what we have is, I guess, the history of the investigation and where we're at today and the suspects that we have identified. To recap, shortly before 10 p.m. on October 14th, an unknown male entered the McCord Mart here in Lakewood and walked through the store for several seconds shopping or appearing to shop, after which time he walked up to the counter slowly and then quickly behind the counter and initiated a robbery. He did this by pushing the clerk out of the way and reaching into the till to grab out whatever cash was there. The victim, Mrs. Choe, attempted to intervene by physically trying to stop him and push him out of the way. The suspect then stabbed Mrs. Choe in what would eventually be a fatal stab. However, Mrs. Choe continued to fight. The suspect eventually did grab money from the till and fled out the door with Mrs. Choe in chase. She was able to get to her car in the parking lot where she succumbed to her wounds and was found by a passerby. In the weeks that followed, detectives worked tirelessly to identify the suspect. After sifting through multiple tips and processing physical evidence at the scene, they developed probable cause for murder for Marcus Williams for the actual murder and for Bonifacio Alvarez Reynolds for driving him from the scene. This probable cause was developed through both tips from the public and from DNA left behind at the scene. After presenting the case to the prosecutor's office, they issued warrants for the arrest for both Williams and Alvarez Reynolds. At the time, we had no known location for Williams, and we did know that he had a DOC appointment for today. He was supposed to check in with his Department of Corrections officer. We were very confident that he was going to follow through with that because he actually checked in with his DOC officer the day after the homicide, pretending that nothing happened. With that being our only real line on where he might be, we decided to wait and we're going to pick him up when he went to his DOC appointment. However, with word of the charging documents getting out publicly, we surmised that he and Alvarez Reynolds learned of the charging documents and that we had identified them as a suspect. So Williams did not show up for his DOC appointment. We are now asking for the public's help in locating both Williams and Alvarez Reynolds. They are believed to be driving a light blue 1990 Toyota Camry, licensed Boy Queen Charles 7358. We also have information that they may be armed, so we ask any of the public to use caution, and if you see either the suspects or the vehicle, to please call 911. That's all the information we have for now. Our efforts now are going to be focused on tracking down these two and doing our best to find them and get them into custody as quickly and safely as possible.